I have something I want to talk about that I've wanted to talk about, and every time I talk about it, I end up deleting. I don't think this is right. I end up deleting what I've said because I get so angry, which is why I put that music on in the background. Maybe I won't get so angry. And it's about internet popularity. You know what I mean? Maybe if you're younger, you don't think about it, or maybe you think about it more. I'm new to this thing, you know, I have a blog and I love doing my blog. I have fun doing it. The day that I stop having fun doing it, I'll stop writing it. But I've found myself getting caught up in whether I get views or whether I don't get views. I don't know what people think of my work. They might view it and think it's a piece of shit. I don't know. I love that music. I got caught up in getting views, you know, and it just brought back memories of what it was like to be a kid and to be just on the edge of the playground all the time and not part of things. Because it just seemed like nobody wanted me to be part of things. And I didn't know how to. When I got to be a teenager, shit. I understand these kids who hold up their feelings. They put their feelings on little cards and hold them up and do a little slideshow like that. I understand that very much. Because, you know, when you're my age and you're still on the edge of the playground, what the fuck? What the fuck? I wrote 3 novels. They were published after many, many years of effort and attempts. And though they were very well reviewed, they didn't sell. None of them sold. And I was left with the feeling that I had failed. Where did I get that feeling? From the culture, from myself, from my publishers. As nice as they were, I'm not saying they were bad. They need to make a living too. What about me? I just wanted people to read what I had written. Really, that's all I wanted. And it didn't happen. My books were remaindered and pulped. They were pulped. One of my novels was pulped. It was turned back into the pulp from which it was manufactured. Now that hurt. I'm going to turn it down a little bit. As much as I like the music, it's a bit loud. When I was in grade 5, way back when, I was put in a special class for, actually, why don't I just come out and say it, smart kids. It was for kids with high IQs. We were all evaluated. And then we were bussed in from the whole area, from hither and yon. And it was a really crazy class. It was experimental. I really liked it. I liked that year. I liked it. I enjoyed it. It was total anarchy. I never learned a thing. Our teacher had a nervous breakdown, and I enjoyed that very much. I wove that into my second novel, which is called Mallory, in case you ever find a copy lying around somewhere. But something happened. That group of kids got moved along. I think we were a social experiment. We were moved along kind of in a group, not exactly, because some kids had to move and stuff like that. But we were kept in a group, and I didn't even realize it at the time. There were people coming to the house to talk to my parents. Every year, a couple of years, and they kept this up a long time. It was like a social experiment, and they were following up on how well I was doing. And this wasn't just on schoolwork, this is socially. How well is she doing socially, do you think? One night I overheard them talking, and it wasn't like they explained it to me, because nobody did. So it was bad. Well, there was this girl named Carmen, and she was the popular girl. And way back in grade 5, and even before that, she had long red hair, and she was the popular girl. She was smart, she was funny as hell. Very smart ass, and I liked that. Because I could be smart ass too. She was really good at it. She was like one of those Warner Brothers cartoons, you know, where it's just snap, 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 you know, one line after another. I liked her, but you had to sort of be in her entourage. She had a following. She didn't have friends. She had a following. And some people are just like that. Now, you know, in high school it got to be a bad scene, and I was not in her circle. She could be very snide toward me. She did say once, well, I keep her around because she makes me laugh. She's, you know, she's good for one thing. She makes you laugh. And I thought, oh my God. That was the best thing she said. And the weird thing is, I think I was a little bit grateful. Well, things happen on the internet. After many, many years, I found a website, or a page actually, Facebook page, about Chatham, where I grew up. And it's the most traditional place in the world. And this page, the people on it seem to be in a time warp. They might be 70 years old, but they're still talking about the 60s. I remember a lot of that shit. And there was a lot of stuff about my family, the Burtons. But it was all about the other Burtons, my brothers, and my sister. There wasn't one thing about me. And as I did a little inquiring, oh yes, I remember Arthur. Oh yes, I remember Walter. The music is this pathetic fallacy. Anyway, everyone remembered everybody except me. I was a hole. And I was cast down and angry once again, and thinking the unfairness of it. I don't know how many people feel this way, and they say that celebrities feel this way, and geniuses feel this way, and everybody feels this way, which is wrong. Everybody includes Donald Trump. He doesn't feel that way. Sociopaths don't. Narcissists don't. And my friend Carmen was a narcissist. Now, wouldn't you know, a couple of times over the years I thought, I wonder, could I find Carmen on Facebook? I really couldn't find anything, and I thought she's probably got a married name. Well, guess what? When I was on this Chatham page, somebody named Carmen was posting about this special grade 5 class for people with high IQs, and I thought, oh, that's her. Nothing much happened. I posted a funny comment, and she posted, ha 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 ha. It's just like old times. So anyway, I got sick of that page, and I went off it. I took my name off it. I was tired of everybody living in the past. Then I got a Facebook message, and I didn't get it for like months. I wrote it down. I write stuff down. You know, I print things. Nobody does anymore. But I'll tell you, it was from Carmen Macaulay. That's her name now. It's from Carmen. Just one line. I didn't even see it because I don't ever get my messages. I don't know why. And it says, can't find the post, but was told you said no one in Chatham remembers you, only your family. I don't remember your family at all, just you. Well, maybe it's that old response we were supposed to have, where we're supposed to be grateful. You know what I mean? But it was something about it felt good. Just you. Maybe I exist after all. And though I'll never be popular, I'm going to turn this down again. This is crap. You see, the trouble with Mahler is it gets loud and soft and loud and soft and loud and soft. Just you. Now, another weird thing happened. People are starting to read the blog, and not huge numbers. You know, I'm not going viral or any of that stuff. I was getting 15 views. I've kept this thing for 7 years. I was getting 15 views. And some of it I really worked hard at to make it good. I've written well over 3,000 posts. I'm proud of that. Well, all of a sudden around Christmas time, instead of 15, I started getting 500, 600, 1,000 views. Now, first I thought it was... Sorry this is so long. It's too long. Because of my cat Bentley. I don't know. I'm going to get a shot of my cat Bentley. Oh, my cat Bentley. You know, you really can't see him that well. But he's so sweet. You know, I gotta pull back a little ways. Yeah. At first I thought it was because I was posting, you know, Bentley videos, and people do like them. He's very sweet and he's photogenic. And I thought, maybe it's something else. It does feel good. I tell myself, nah, it's all going to dry up tomorrow, but I'll still do it. I'll still write. Always. I'm a fool. But I have to write regardless of popularity or unpopularity. I have to. It's what I live for. No, I live for my family. But if I have a profession or a professional self, I have always known that it is this. And that's why it was so, for me, heartbreaking to both succeed and fail. Fail so bitterly. It shouldn't be that way, not after all those years of work. But life isn't fair, and we do carry on. And I don't know if this video will turn out. It's way too long, I can tell that. But I've wanted to do something that wasn't an out-and-out rant, because every time I've tried to do this, I became far too bitter and far too angry, and I don't want to put that energy out there. Maybe it's one big lottery. And I know people who are successful and even famous who are not happy people. Their relationships are all screwed up, and they're on drugs, and I'm none of those things. I've been through it. I'm going to talk, at some point I'm going to do a video about my past. But not tonight. Tonight I'm going to reflect on the fact that popular is not the thing. I talked something about leaving your finger marks and leaving an impression, or not an impression so much as having influence on people, and people having influence on you. With your permission and with theirs. It's not something you push on anybody. I think Carmen did have an influence on me. One liked her and was infuriated and was jealous. She used to say, "Oh, you're jealous, jealous." She had a better hamster than me. Her hamster was way better than my hamster. I only got a hamster because she had one. She had red hair, I didn't. When I saw her Facebook page, which I did finally, she looks 20 years younger than me. And she's very thin and, well, what the hell. But you know, we both made our way, didn't we? I don't know what she does or what her work is or how she spends her days. She's going to marry somebody who was in that grade 5 major work class. I don't know his name. I wish I did. She's going to marry him. She's going to marry her past. Isn't that amazing? I don't know how a person could do that, but that's what she's going to do. So I think that's about all I need to say tonight, but perhaps my perspective is changing, and doing something like this, it changes it. Everything you do changes the person who does it.